Now this meditator coming to my mind, you see nothing arises in my mind. We call it Nirodha Sanya in Buddhism. Okay, nothing is arising in my mind. Okay, but before going to that, you will see other things like I am kind. That kind of a symbol come to your mind. I am kind. Then I am concentrated. Pekka is like an equanimous. Okay. Sorry, sati is a mindfulness. I am mindfulness. These thoughts will come to your mind, but actually, this is actually one mind. In one mind, we call it one. You can say one thought. Okay. In one mind, you have all of these, even though you don't recognize. When you meditate, right? So when you are kind, in one mind, you have all of this. These are mental elements. This one, this is consciousness. I told you have a symbol, sensation, and chetana is a wish or a desire associated with the consciousness. And at the same time, you have this black part. We call it avijja. As a dark energy which creates attachment. Okay, this avijja is the one which creates attachment. Okay, just think like that. Avijja is the one which creates attachment. Avijja is the dark energy there. Okay, so it's the opposite of wisdom. And when you do meditation, it shrinks. When you have more mindful, concentrated, kind thoughts, this grows. Later, even when you don't do meditation, also your mind will be naturally kind and concentrated because this controls it, The wisdom is a mental element, which each mind, this wisdom appears. And this is called tanha, attachment. This shrinks too. In meditation, this governs you. You don't have to do anything. My words will be nice. My appearance will be nice. My body complexion will be nice. My action will be nice. But it's not I am doing it. Wisdom goes. When you meditate, wisdom goes. It's a mental energy. It's a mental element. Right? So this is the one we want to achieve. Once it happens, at a certain level, it doesn't go away. It leads you to go to more meditation sessions, to learn more meditation. Okay? And do meditation. Right? So, this is the explanation. I can put this in the website later. Explanation of each component. You can see in a normal person, avijja grows. In a regular person, every day till he dies, avijja, the dark thing, grows. When meditate, it shrinks. Tanha is the attachment. That's what I showed you here. Each mind, this is there. This creates attachment to the object. When you meditate, it shrinks. Panya is the wisdom. It grows with meditation. Sati is the mindfulness. And mindfulness is alertness. I'm aware. Actually, the meaning of mindfulness is the force of the mind. It's a mental element which creates virtuous thoughts, good thoughts. That is called mindfulness. The meaning of mindfulness is, or sati, is a mental element or mental energy or mentality, we can call it. Okay, small mental energy. It's not. This is the main thing, consciousness. Okay, consciousness is the big one, which recognizes each mental elements. A beautiful flower, you say with avijja. Like if you have the dark energy, you get attached, and you say beautiful. If you have wisdom, you recognize it's a flower. You don't get attached. You recognize the reality of that. You understand that? Okay. So the meaning of mindfulness is when you have that mental element in each mind, it gives you the same thought, like the same virtuous thoughts, the kind thought, alert thoughts, compassion thoughts. That is the ability of mindfulness, that mentality. Concentration means energy or element of the mind or mental faculty of the mind which gives same thought. Go home and think, okay? Same thought. Not trying to think here now, right? So these ones now we are already explained. So I don't know, understand, okay. Now, the Mitul understood it, okay, this is you, right? So, no, you stay there, I'm showing you, this is you. Now you understood the reality of I am not existing, this I'm saying me for the collection of bhava, okay, or the collection of moments, you can mindfulness, I have to get rid of unwholesome thoughts. There are three kinds of unwholesome thoughts. We call it attachment. You know that, right? Aversion and dislike, and we call it moha. We call it equanimous. Example I can give you, like when you see a flower, oh, it's a beautiful flower. I want it. That's called attaching thoughts. All right. Is it a healthy thought? No. Right? So, now I'm giving it to you, it's a beautiful flower. What you do is, you do this. What is that thought? Then I get, now I'm giving you, you smash, like, you break it, break the flower. But I like it, you break the flower. So now I get a thought, aversion, thought of aversion, dislike. I don't like it. It's called aversion, thought of aversion. Right? Now, when another thought I'm going to tell you, I see a flower, I don't even recognize that. I'm sleepy, I'm apathy, I'm drunk, I'm intoxicated, I'm in that state. It's called moha thought. In English, we call it equanimity without mindfulness. That means I'm neutral, but I'm not thinking. Some people think it's meditation. When you meditate, they thought, oh, I was neutral and I didn't feel anything. It's called apathy. They think that they are in first jhana. But actually it's called mental apathy, laziness, sleepiness, partial drowsy. You will recognize when you do meditation, okay? I'm telling you guys this, without knowing this you can't meditate. What people do is wrong. If you don't know this, you can't meditate. Okay? So there are three kinds of thought: passion, wanting, neediness, and aversion. You don't like it. You don't like it, and more agitated mind. Okay. Okay. Now this explains you how lobha happens. Passion happens when you see nice music. Ear conscious. Ear conscious is always neutral. Okay. And then mind consciousness recognizes the pleasing song. Look, he's happy. A little bit happy. Now, he's more happier here in the mind than other consciousness arises. I want to hear more about this song. I want to hear that. I want moments with the song. I want the future with this song. These are very subtle conscious levels I'm telling you. Very difficult to understand, but try to think. Then you get mind conscious, oh, I am happy. Then mind just concentrate on the sensation or happiness. I am happy. He doesn't know why he's happy. People you have seen, they are very happy. I must sometimes my patients. They say, I'm happy, doctor. I said, why are you happy? I don't know I'm happy. No, there should be a reason for happy. Cause and effect. Cause and effect. They don't know. Because they are not conscious. Because mind comes in contact with the happy moments, the happiness. That we have a sense, in our memory, something called happiness. So mind in contact with that happiness as object. Happiness comes as object to the mind sense space. Then you get and happy consciousness. Okay. This about when you have a jacket, when you have a new jacket, you fall in love with the new jacket, right? So clothes gives me happiness. Multiple thoughts happen. At the same time, without your knowledge, you create another thought. We call it duality. We call it absence of clothes gives me sadness. Look. When you have a nice jacket, at the same time you create another thought without our knowledge. If I don't have it, I get sad. This I showed how boredom develops. Okay, you can, unless I put it in the website, you can read about this. How boredom develops. This is very important thing here. Now, once you have a jacket, you get bored, and when you see a new jacket, you lose the interest to existing jacket too. So that then existing jacket become a sadness. So that creates more boredom with the existing jacket because you saw a new jacket now, like a fancy one. Otherwise, when you lost it. When you lost it, absence of clothes give the sadness too. At the end, in both ways, attaching or having a passion to this creates aversion, dislike feeling. It says, hatred or dislike to feel the sadness. And I don't want to feel sad. If you have a jacket, if you lose it, or if you have it, finally you get the boredom from having it, you get the sadness from losing it. But what we create, another concept in mind, I do not like, I do not want, I do not need a future moments with this sadness. That's what makes us unhappy, unrest. I don't want a future with this sadness. Okay? Okay. This is how when development of sadness in different ways. When you lose, you get depression. When the consciousness, when the happiness is at threat, you get fear. When your goal is challenged, you get frustration. When your goal is not fulfilled, you get disappointment. Okay. And this is a compensating method. You get anger to compensate it. Okay. You get jealousy. It's a wrong compensation method. So I told you right before how it happens. This is about neutral sensation. So this is very important. Now we see this is iceberg. Iceberg, most part of it is under the water. We don't know. What we know is the pinnacle, the tip of the iceberg. We see emotions, varying, fluctuating emotions, but we don't know how it happens. I told you now, right? I summarized here. Everything starts with avijja. Avijja means the darkness, some dark energy which controls our emotions, which gives rise to attachment. And attachment creates concept formation and the pride. Okay? Creates attachment. Then it creates clinging to the object. Okay? Then clinging creates pride. Pride is equal to ego and values, right? I told you. This gives you momentary happiness. But it will lead to all fear, frustration, disappointment, depression. I showed you, right, how it happened? And it caused more aversion. Yeah, and aversion is dislike. Dislike is the one which causes sadness. When you have a dislike feeling, dislike sensation, we call it chetana, the mind is always in sadness. So the reason for the sadness is avijja, which causes ignorance. When you have knowledge, when you meditate, avijja goes down. Avijja is darkness, I told you, and the brightness grows. Brightness is a wisdom. Then this goes down. The next slide I will show you. Aversion creates jealousy, envy, and anger, the bad compensation methods. Okay, and we are in a constant now struggle for the satisfaction because we are here sad. It creates less self-esteem, and because of the pride, we create no principles. Because think that I am proud about my house, I'm proud of my car. Now you're creating a principle in your mind. Nobody can hurt it. I'm proud of my body. Nobody can touch me. Nobody can talk to me with loud sounds. They can't blame me because I want nice words. So I have a proud pride with respect. There's pride with respect, pride with wealth, and pride with having objects. This all leads to principles. We creating, if I have this, it's bad. If I have that, it's good. So you're creating a lines in your life. And principles are the things, we have like, we have principles, right? For the good conduction, the principles have got rules. We create rules for the proper conduction. But that comes from the ignorance, because of the pride. If you don't have a pride, there are no rules. Everything is a cause and effect. Right? Collection of bhavas, everything is. There's no person to blame. Bhava is created by itself, due to avijja and attachment. Okay, principles. Then what happened? The principle is broken. If the principle is broken by me, it creates guilt. In my principle, who creates the principle? Me. If I have a principle that blaming a person is not good, talking to a person is not in loud voice is not good. If I talk to some person with a loud voice, what happens? It will give me an interference. So I create a principle. This is bad. Okay. So if it's broken by somebody else, you get angry. Now, it shows you again, how risky is misconduct. Okay. Stealing, everything because of it's a moment for the momentary pressure, and driven by avijja, attachment, clinging, and pride. Not boredom, physical and verbal abuse, intoxication, sexual misconduct. Everything is due to avijja. Now here, okay. Now when you meditate, this grows, panya grows, avijja shrinks. Oh, these are missing, sorry. I don't know what happened to this. Okay, here it's a panya causes mindfulness, okay, and it causes loving kindness, and it causes less pride and righteousness. The righteousness is different from moral values. Righteous means understanding, everything is a product of cause and effect. Loving kindness, if you have a loving kindness and less pride, I want everyone to be like me. I want to be peaceful with loving kindness. I want Jack to be peaceful. Then I don't have rules or principles here. Only one thing I want is I want other people to be like me, to have the same freedom, same relaxation, same relaxed mind, serenity, bliss. So he doesn't talk about. He doesn't think about the moral values, because his life is, his mind is beyond moral values. His life is beyond not telling lies. Not even telling lies. He doesn't even think about telling lies. Not even harming. He doesn't even think about harming. Not stealing. He doesn't even think about stealing. Because he doesn't see a difference between the person, me, and another person. As I told you, actually there's no difference. Now, Midul knows. Midul is same as Jack. Jack knows Jack is same as me. I am a doctor only when I see a patient. You are a woman only when you see what? A man. Otherwise you're not a woman. So for you to be a woman, that means there's no difference. Only when you get a man baba, only you become a woman. Then man baba gives you woman baba. Otherwise, you are what? The not question is. The question is not applicable. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. You understand? Alright. Okay, right. Good. Okay, look. Serenity, please. Okay. Now, let's try righteous, then he was serene and happy, and he get unconditional happiness and high natural self-esteem in the success because of in the successful because of high concentration and kindness, respect to other human lives, changes in body metabolism causes good physical health, and he is virtuous and high moral standards. Righteousness gives very high moral standards, but he doesn't think. It happens. Once you develop the wisdom, it guides you. You don't have to think at all. Any place. The shyness goes away. You're not scared. You don't have stress. Why? You're not worried about anything happening. Because I became one with the universe now. I became one with you. Then do I have to worry? When I became one with you, when I talk to you, do I have to worry about anything, like any bad thing happens to me or not? No. Oh. I'll get it by everyone. Oh, here. It's a bad animation. So, okay, this important part of the meditation. This is the actually I didn't tell analytical. I told you analytical meditation, right? So whatever I told you is analytical meditation, but this tells us how to do it. In analytical meditation, he says you start meditation now, right? So it's called a contemplation on sensation. We call it Vedananupassana. You think this is very good for the people who have pain. Okay, Vedananupassana means you look at the pain as not a thing. Your pain. Yeah, now we are not existing now. You think about pain as external. When you sit down, you can know if you have pain. Now you are changing. Now she is changing now position. Now you wanted to change because you have a pain. Now you think about the pain. Okay, I have a pain here. Pain in this area, lower back. You understand this is Vedana. Vedana, the name for the Vedana is a sensation. Okay, I told you, right? This guy, orange guy, right? So this is pain. You understand? Oh, this is a pain. Okay, pain comes with the mind. With the mind, consciousness arises. Consciousness arises. With that, pain arises. Okay, without my control, the pain arises. And sorry. And you feel okay. Now pain arises, and at the same time you feel after some time pain goes away. You see, you recognize, oh, the pain goes away. You observe it as it is not your pain. It is not your pain actually. You're observing it, right? Nitul and me was talking about the leg. The leg is external to him. He's talking about the leg is external. This is my leg, but not me, not I. It's my leg. Okay. So think like this. This is the pain. But at the same time, understand this is not me. Observe as external. When you have a wound in the leg, it's the same way. Observe it as external to you. Right? Not like my body. Then when the pain goes away, find out, oh, the pain passes away. Then think like this. This sensation or Vedana is dependent on causes. It came because of this. My body, because it's a leg, is there. Here I put ear, sound, body can put anything. You can get Vedana sensation because of a sound too. Because of eye, you get a pain. Like if you see something what you don't want to see, you get sad sensation. If you hear a song you don't like, you get a sad sensation. Okay. So in the same way, this Vedana can be because of your consciousness, vijnana, because of avijja, because of preceding mind, because I had thought, wanting thought. Okay. And the rupa is the object. Object here is the leg. It's like that. Then once you think like that, recognize now it's called contemplating the pain as external thing. You're observing it. Right? So you recognize your pain goes down slowly too. At the same time you feel bliss, serene. This is called Chittanupassana. Chittanupassana is contemplation of the thought. I told you that there are three kinds of main thoughts. Passion, thought about passion, lobha, dosa, lobha, I'm only discussing in lower. I observe the arise of mind with lower. Lower means wanting, neediness, clinging. I observe the situation of the mind with lower. When I'm meditating, when I have a thought of going somewhere or listening to some music or going shopping, standing, changing the position, find out, oh, even changing the position. You change, right? It's because of what? Passion, wanting, clinging. I want a better position than this. Okay? Understand that. Oh, this is the, I got a thought. You changed, but even you thought to change? No, it happened. Right? That my mind created a thought to change with passion. And only that thought went away. When it goes away, fine. Just observe that my thought passed away. Then you think arise of the mind is dependent on causes. Preceding thought, the preceding mind, and rupa is sensory organs of sense bases, and vijnana is the consciousness, and avijja is the dark element in the mind. Okay, which gives you ignorance, and at the end you fail. And peaceful, serene, and bliss. Okay, this is the last one. This is Chitta Pasana about thoughts of aversion. Aversion is dislike. I don't like it. I don't want that to happen. Okay, that's aversion. Hate it. That's the one which gives you more sadness. Okay. And right, okay, same way you think, right? Rise of mind with those, rise of mind with cessation of mind with those, then the mind with those is multiple causes. And my mind is peaceful, serene, and bliss. You can do it with the kind thought too, like this. I have a kind thought. This is a rise of a kind thought. This is a cessation of a kind thought. Kind thought is due to preceding mind. It's similar to the object. I'm kind to my mother, like that. So object is the mother, my consciousness. And panya, it's not avijja there, it's a panya. Panya is a wisdom. Okay? And now I feel bliss. Okay, this is the kindness meditation. This is how you do kindness meditation. You go home and practice. I give you a sheet to everyone. Some sheets, I gave you a sheet, right? So you can go home and practice and distribute some sheets to you. Now, this slide I put here is like now this guy is stuck in the mud. Okay, this guy is stuck in the mud. Now he asks for help. Now who is coming to help? His healthcare educators and healthcare providers, like mental health educators. Now he doesn't know he's stuck in the mud too. Now, what the patient say here is, I will help. But what the patient says, how do you help me? You are buried in the mud too. I want help from a dry land. Somebody come from the dry area has to give me a hand to come out of the mud. But he says, I can pull you out from the mud. Can he do that? No. If you want to come out of the mud, stuck in there, you want help from the person who knows what the reality is. Now you guys are the people who can help these people. Because you guys know really well. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to hold this session to give knowledge to people to what exactly what mindfulness, what sammasana, correct mindfulness, sammasana, what is correct concentration, and getting understanding what the cause and effect, but depending on origination. It's not I am living, it's not me. Once you know this, you become one with the other person. You become righteous. You become one with the universe. Then you don't have fear, no stress. You have pouring kindness and compassion. You don't have to even talk about it. You understand that? Okay. May you all be peaceful. Thank you. I can talk long time.
We appreciate your efforts.